are those very useful little words in Spanish. So we have me for me, te for you, le to him or to her, lo could be it or him, la, her, los would be them, las would be them if they were all females, les is to them, nos is us. So these were all the pronouns that we were previously using with the modal verbs, but we can also combine them with the present tense. For example, what's the verb to kiss? Besar. And how would you say I kiss? Beso. Now, to express I kiss you, the very first thing that we focus on is the pronoun here. So what is the pronoun for you? Te. And then we focus or we switch our attention to this part, I kiss, which would be beso. So I kiss you would be te beso. This is the order in which I would like you to approach each one of these slides. First of all, we concentrate on what the pronoun will be. That's our first point of attention, because this is what you will say first in Spanish. Then, once you have the pronoun, you will then switch your focus over to this part. So, I kiss you, te beso. Let's try some more. How would you say, I kiss him? Lo beso. I kiss her. La beso. I kiss them. Los beso. I kiss them if they were all females. Las beso. How would you say you kiss? Besas. You kiss me. Me besas. You kiss him. Lo besas. You kiss her. La besas. You kiss us. Nos besas. You kiss them. Los besas. You kiss them if they were all female. Las besas. How would you say she kisses? Besa. She kisses me. Me besa. She kisses you. Te besa. She kisses him. Lo besa. She kisses her. La besa. She kisses us. Nos besa. She kisses them. Los besa. She kisses them all female. Las besa. Do you remember the verb to admire? Admirar. And how would you say, I admire? Admiro. I admire you. Te admiro. I admire him. Lo admiro. I admire her. La admiro. I admire them. Los admiro. I admire them all female. Las admiro. How would you say, I don't admire them? No las admiro. Let's move on now and change angles. How would you say you admire? Admiras. You admire me. Me admiras. You admire him. Lo admiras. You admire her. La admiras. You admire us. Nos admiras. You admire them. Los admiras. You admire them all female. Las admiras. How would you say you don't admire them? No las admiras. Next up, we'll change angles again to she admires. How would you say that? Admira. Of course, this could also stand for he admires or even it admires. She admires me. Me admira. She doesn't admire me. No me admira. She admires you. Te admira. She admires him. Lo admira. She admires her. La admira. She admires us. Nos admira. She admires them. Los admira. She admires them all female. Las admira. What's the verb to pay? Pagar. And how do you say I pay? Pago. Now the verb pagar tends to belong to that group of verbs that will use the pronoun of le, to him or to her. So you would pay to him or you would pay to her. This is what Spanish tends to do. Other groups in that collection so far include decir, dar, llamar, and now we are also going to add to this group the verb pagar. How would you say I pay you? Te pago. I pay him. Le pago. I pay her. Le pago. I pay them. Les pago. What is you pay? Pagas. You pay me. Me pagas. You pay him. Le pagas. You pay her. Le pagas. You pay us. Nos pagas. You pay them. Les pagas. How would you say he pays? Paga. He pays me. Me paga. He pays you. Te paga. He pays him. Le paga. He pays her. Le paga. He pays us. Nos paga. He pays them. Les paga. Let's practice with one more verb. What is to call? Llamar. Of course, llamar belongs to that group that will tend to take le for him or her. How do you say I call? Llamo. I call you. Te llamo. I call him. Le llamo. I call her. Le llamo. I call them. Les llamo. What is you call? Llamas. You call me. Me llamas. You call him. Le llamas. You call her. Le llamas. You call us. Nos llamas. You call them. Les llamas. What about he calls? Llama. He calls me. Me llama. He calls me every day. Me llama cada día. You could also say me llama todos los días, literally all the days. Me llama todos los días. How would you say he doesn't call me every day? No me llama cada día, or No me llama todos los días. How do you say he calls you? Te llama. He calls her. Le llama. He calls him. Le llama. He calls us. Nos llama. He calls them. Les llama. So as you can see, there are a lot of expressive possibilities, a lot of power when you combine pronouns and the present tense. Remember that whenever you're faced with one of those questions, the first thing you focus on is not this. The first thing to focus on is what is the pronoun, because this will be the first thing appearing in the sentence in your Spanish answer. Then once you have the pronoun, switch your focus to this part, the verb. That way you'll avoid a lot of confusion. I'll see you in the next lesson.